Hello, welcome back to my channel, Carolyn Stitches. My name is Carolyn and this is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch. It has been a while since I've made a video. I've been meaning to get back to it. It's just, life's been a little crazy around here. The last video I made was in October. I have been doing a lot of cross stitch since then, which I will share with you here. I just didn't have time to make a video. We had some life events going on. Our dog passed away in November after 18 years of having him, so that was really sad. And when he passed away, I did a lot of crochet. I crocheted like 4 blankets in a month. It was my therapy. I got back into my cross stitch. Life's getting back to normal with vaccines. Back to the office, pretty much full-time now working. And the best news we've had in the last 2 months is we just adopted 2 cats. I haven't had cats in like 20 years, over 20 years. And we have 2 cats we adopted from a shelter. Both had lived at the shelter. One lived at the shelter his entire life. He's about 1.5 years old. He's our little Black Panther, Tranquility. He may make an appearance. He's very mischievous little guy. He's on everything and in everything and curious about everything. So I don't know if he'll jump up here and say hello. And we also have a little girl who's maybe 3 years old, we think. She was at the shelter for over a year, maybe 1.5 years at the shelter. And she was rescued from the grounds of Palm Beach International Airport, where employees were caring for her, and then management said the cats have to go. So she was rescued, and she is a little calico and the sweetest little girl ever, very petite, and she's come out of her shell so much in the past 2 months and so lovey. But we just love her. We love them both. They're doing so good and they're getting along so well together. So that's what I've been up to. Work, back to work, and kitty cats. And I've been doing a lot of cross stitch, which you will see. A lot of smalls, and I'm getting back into some of my larger projects. So let's get to it. Since the last video, oh, and stick around to the end. I think I'm gonna do my first giveaway. I have never done a giveaway before, but I think I'm going to do a giveaway of something. We'll see. So since the last video, I have a few things that are fully finished. We probably saw them in a prior video. This is a little snowman ornament. It was a kit. I forget what kind of kit it was. It came with the frame. It's just on, I think, 16 count white Aida. So I finally finished it up, and I have it in the little, mounted it in the little frame it came with. And then I also have Santa, ho ho ho, and finished that one up and mounted it in a little frame. So these are done. Oop, upside down. Since the last video, I think I was stitching on them in a prior video, but now I have them finished and they go out for Christmas. I had to dig out my Christmas ornaments to get some of these finishes out. A Mill Hill kit, Mary. Got that one all finished up. I have it mounted. I just glue some cardstock on the back and date the year. So that's Mary. I also have a new phone, so a new camera, and I'm trying to get used to it too. This next one is a Satsuma Street Santa Nutcracker. And I fully finished that one also. He's cute. You stitch the tree separate from the Santa, and then he gets mounted on there. These Satsuma ones are cute. They're on like a gold perforated paper. I did a lot of smalls. You'll see that in my stack here over this past year. A lot of smalls. I think it was just, that was about all I could keep my focus on through the months of like November, December, January and stuff after we lost our pup. So another one I fully finished. I finished stitching this couple years ago. It's a JBW Designs. I think it's a JBW Designs, a snowman. And I know it's on a 36 count linen. I don't know the name of the color. I'm gonna apologize now. A lot of these finishes, I may know the fabrics, I may not know the fabrics. If it's a fabric you're interested in, leave me a comment below and I will definitely look it up and respond to you. I just decided at the last minute to throw this video together, and I gathered a bunch of stuff together, and I may not have the names of some of these fabrics, or it may be a fabric that came in a kit. But if you want to know the name of the fabric or the exact name of a pattern or something, if I don't say it, just leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. So this one was it was a snowman, a little JBW small. I did over on 36 count. Did I do it 1/1 or 2/2, or I think I did it 2/2. And then this is a wooden like snowman ornament you get at the Dollar Tree. And I just painted it with white paint and sparkle paint and put its little twine back in it. So I have this as a Christmas finish. And now you got a cup of coffee or something to drink, because this may be a little bit. I have all my other finishes that I have done since October, my last video in October. I told you I was busy. I have been cross stitching, and I've been on my Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is A Fiber Freak. I'll have that information down below. So I'm always on Instagram, and then I have another Instagram account. So if you want, you can follow the kitties. It's spirit_tranquility, and I show their antics as they do. So this is a finish. It is, and I'm gonna check my notes. Sorry, as I look down, Seasonal Sampler by Bent Creek. It came as a kit with this linen. I don't know what count this linen is. I think it's like a 25 count linen, and pearl cotton, I believe. So it was a kit, a Bent Creek kit, Seasonal Sampler. And I'll have to figure out how I'm going to finish this one up. And this is also a Bent Creek kit, made in the USA. It is also on that 25 count linen. And this one, yep, this one's pearl cotton. Sorry, this one's pearl cotton also. Made in the USA. Big old fat happy patriotic snowman. It's pretty big. I was stitching on these the last time I saw you. It's 12 Days of Christmas by the Marking Sampler. And I had up to 6 geese a lane done. But I didn't do, if you see, they have like a bunch of words, and then some of these, they have multiple people. You know, they want you to stitch 3 of them or 2 of them, or they have all the words and a border. I didn't stitch all of that around these ornaments. I stitched pretty much the portions that I wanted. So because I wanted them as kind of like small ornaments. So for 8 maids of milking, I just did the maid with her milk pails. And you can see here on the thing, they have all the words and a border, and it makes it kind of large. I just did the maid with her milk pails. This is on, all of these are on whatever I hand dyed. It was a Lugana or an even weave, something that I just coffee tea dyed. So this is the 8 maids of milking. And they're not in order. The Piper's piping, the drummers, the lords a leaping, the ladies dancing, and the swan a swimming. I just cut that pattern down some because it was going to be really big. So I got those done. Sorry, I'm using a cat stand over here to hold some stuff. Another one, a small I finished, was Willy Melt by the Stitchworks. I think it came with the floss. I think it was a kit from my local shop, my local cross stitch store, the Cross Stitch Cupboard in Wilton Manors. I think I got it as a kit there. And then there's little Willy Melts. He's very cute. I have a lot of finishing to do. I have a lot. I need to sit down and finish ornaments. And this has been sitting in a pile intending to do, but I haven't really been in my sewing room because I've been socializing cats and I haven't let them in there yet. And this next one is Mrs. Snowplum. It's by Lindy Jane Designs. She's real cute. I left off the words at the bottom when I stitched this. This is just on a piece of scrap fabric I got in like a grab bag scrap pack. It's some kind of like printed fabric, so I'm not sure where I got this from. But that's Mrs. Snowplum. And now I'm gonna get a bunch of smalls here, a bunch of like little beaded kits. So I recently finished a Mill Hill Frosty. And I love these little Mill Hills. I started this in just past June here on the airplane, flying out to Colorado to see one of my good friends and spend some time with her. And yes, we hit cross stitch stores. We hit the stitching shop in Denver, and then we went up to Wyoming and hit U-Count, which was a great store. But I started this on the plane and finished it shortly after I got back, and I worked on it a little bit up at her house. So this is Frosty, a little Mill Hill. Another Satsuma Street Dear Santa. Cute little reindeer. And I got him stitched. I just have to cut him out and get him mounted. Partridge and Pear by Satsuma Street. And this one's just needs to be mounted and put the hanger on it. So the Satsuma Street ones have a lot of sequins. They don't have as many beads as the Mill Hills. They have very few beads, but they have the sequins. And these ones, unlike the Santa was on like a gold perforated paper. This is like on a cream colored perforated paper. So that was Partridge and Pear. Mill Hill little lotus egg. This one is all beads. It is entirely beads. You can tell the back, like, there's no crosses. It is just all beads. I don't know if you can see. It's fun to do. It really is fun. You kind of just start and work down, and no worrying about changing floss or changing thread. It's just pick up the right bead color. So that's Lotus Egg. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. They were real fun. I have Val stuff. Santa's Watching. This came with the felt to back it and the perforated paper and the little eyeball. So this is Santa's Watching by Val stuff. I just need to get it mounted. I'll show my backs. There's my back. I just need to get it mounted on the felt and finish it up. And it shouldn't take me long to do it all. I just haven't done it. I spent most of 2020 in my sewing room working. That was like my office. And I rearranged my back room and moved a desk back there and got set up a nice office, and I got to enjoy that for all of maybe 3 weeks. And the telework agreements at work were like, okay, come back in the office. And then I hired new people, so I was training and I was back in the office. So I have been in my sewing room using it as an office for over a year, and now that I'm out of it, I'm also in, and I know even with the kitties, if I go in there with the kitties, they're going to want in, and I don't want them in there yet. But now that I'm out of that room, it's going to probably take a little while before I want to go back in that room without it feeling like work in the office. And now that I got this lovely desk arrangement set up in our back room with a desk and a setup, and it's, you know, bright, and I can be out with the kitties, I'm back in the office the whole time. So I'm hoping that shortly I can try to balance out my schedule where I can get some telework at home and back in the office time, at least one day a week of telework, especially on like a Friday when everyone's trying to get out of South Florida and go north for the weekend. The traffic is just crazy. This next one is another Val stuff. Coming to Town. And it comes with, again, the felt, the little pre-cut out little mustache, and the perforated paper. So I just need to glue on Santa's mustache and then finish mounting it again. So that's Coming to Town. Satsuma Street, Candy Claus. He's super cute, super cute. Love this little Santa. So he's done. He's got little sequins in his beard. Cute Santa. Mill Hill Kit jingle. It's all ready to be mounted. All of its beads. And this is the last of the smalls, and then we'll get into some good cross stitch. This is Happy Holidays. And I need to do the little beads at the bottom. If you can see in the picture, it has like a little beaded fringe here. I still need to do that. I've just been waiting until I'm ready to mount it, and then I'll do the beads and get that all finished up. Okay, hopefully that pile does not fall. I'm also worked on and finished Harvest Time by RETM. I know I did stitch this with Victorian Motto sampler flosses. I think it was just 2 colors. Yeah, it was just 2 colors of Victorian Motto sampler floss. And once again, if you want to know the color of the fabric or the floss colors I used for this, just leave me a comment and I'll be happy to get that information for you. So this is Harvest Time. And I love RETMs with the Quakers. And I've done the Gobble Bunnies, and I got to get back to the Gobble Bunny series. But this Harvest Time, it was a fun, quick stitch, get me back in my cross stitch groove and out of the little smalls I was doing. Another one, I finished this recently. It was a kit, Lizzie Kate Happy Holidays. The linen came with the kit. The green linen. I still have to put his pom-pom on his hat and just figure out how I'm going to finish it. So it's Happy Holidays. I picked this one up. I did a special trip up to the Brick City Cross Stitch in Ocala a couple months ago. I did an overnight trip, and it was whatchamacallit. It's like a 4-hour drive for me one way. And I was just like, I've been cooped in this house. I'm going to Brick City and doing some shopping. And while I was there, visiting with Jean, who's lovely, and she has tons of fabric, I picked up this new one by CrownStreetCottage Stitches, Christmas Rules. And I actually just focused on that and got it done. Hold it closer for you. It's on, the fabric is like a blue fabric, like a light blue gray fabric. I did substitute some of the flosses. I can try to figure out which flosses I substituted. But this is Christmas Rules by CrownStreetCottage Stitches. I have a frame thing I got at Joann's that was something for St. Patrick's Day. Something has a saying on it, but it's got a green frame. I'm just going to finish this up and mount it in it. It'll fit perfectly. So that's Christmas Rules by CrownStreetCottage Stitches. And the last one is, this is Warm Wishes. It came with the flosses. Oops. It came with the flosses. This is linen floss. This is linen thread by Old Willow Stitchery Threads. Old Willow Stitchery Threads. So this linen, it's interesting to work with. You kind of got to use short lengths, and it starts to like wear really quick, and the ends start to get rough. It was very interesting to work with, and I did run out of some colors and had to substitute in the middle of stitching this. I think what I did is I knew the colors weren't going to last, so I did one strand of linen and one strand of, I think, a DMC or something to extend the life of the color and use more of it. And it's also dated 2006. Yeah, 2006, but I stitched this in 2020, and I wasn't going to try to, no, I stitched this in 2021. I did stitch this one in 2021, and I wasn't attempting to regraph a 1 in there, and since I already had the numbers for 22, I dated it 22. By the time I finish it and fully finish it, it'll probably be like 2024. But it was easier for me to already have the 2 graphed out and not have to regraph a 1 or something. I know, it probably would have been so simple to graph a 1. I wasn't going there. I already had the 2. I stitched the 2. So this is with the linen floss. And this is, again, another, it's like a printed fabric. It's just some scrap I had in a scrap bag of some printed fabric. You can tell the back of it's like white. So that's Warm Wishes. Okay. There's a lot of finishes. I don't even want to count how many. That was a lot of finishes. I was busy. I was stitching. A lot of smalls. But I was stitching. I've gotten back into the groove of stitching, and I'm going to go through my whips. I only have 3 whips that I have actively stitched on since October, other than the ones that haven't been finished. My whips I have in there, there's only 3 of them that I have touched since October, and that I'm working on. So let's start with this one. This is Sampler Through the Stones. It's a pattern I got off Etsy. I don't have a picture of it. I could go back and find a picture. But I think the last I showed, I had like the border and some letters done and maybe part of the stag. I got him all finished. So that's what I did on him. This is Sampler Through the Stones. This is based on Outlander. So it's going to have Lollybrock and a saying that's popular in the book, and just some little imagery that represents from the Outlander series. That's what I got stitched on that. And I'll get back to it. Okay, the next thing I was working on, and I'm in the middle of beading this, and I got the predominant, all the stitching done on this, and I'm glad I pulled it out. When I first pulled it back out the stitch, I thought I had a lot of stitching to do, but apparently I only had like a quarter left to do, like half of something. So let me show you first what it is. It's Mirabilia Royal Games 1 and 2. Yeah, this is 2. This is 1. The Royal Games. I'm stitching it on 1 piece of fabric, and I thought for some reason that I had only stitched like Royal Games 1 and still had to fully stitch Royal Games 2. Surprise, surprise, when I pulled it out, I really only had to finish stitching the Queen of Clubs. I had everything else stitched. And then I got it mounted in my scroll rod and started beading. This is when we still only had Spirit, the little calico, the one kitty who kind of is good and keeps to herself. I was sitting and doing my beading with her, and then we got Tranquility, who is into everything, and we were integrating it in, getting kitty cats to introduce to each other. So I haven't had a chance to bead on this any further. And it's still in the scroll rod. I'm not taking it out of the scroll rod. But I did finish the beading on the Queen of Spades. I did get all of her beading done. And I just need to finish the back stitching to bring her playing card down. And then Queen of Diamonds is up next to be beaded, and then finish her back stitching of her card. And then I'll move the scroll rod and do the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Clubs. So I love these. These are gorgeous. I stitched them both together on 1 piece of fabric. It's a linen. If you want to know the name, it's in my project bag here somewhere. I'll get you. But yep, the Royal Games. And I can't wait to get this one finished. So I'm working on that. And then the current whip I'm actively stitching on right now, and my goal is to get this one finished, is, let me make sure, sorry, I got it in my project bag because I don't trust kitty cat. is Spooky Night by the Stitchworks. And from the last time I showed it on a video, I stitched the cross over here and finished corner, and I've been working on this tree. I did change a floss color. It called for, I think, onyx or something to do this tree. I'm using a Gentle Art Storm Clouds, which is like, it's like a black and green mixed color. So I think to me it's given it more depth in the tree. And I'm looking to see, I do have the name of this fabric. This is on a 32 count Picture This Plus Rubeus fabric. So I do have the name of this fabric. Oh, let me move my needle minder. Didn't realize my needle minder is covering part of the design. So that is Spooky Nights. We had to finish the top of the tree, then come over and do a tree over here and a big moon and a witch. So this is what I'm actively stitching on right now. Hopefully stitch it on until it's finished. Okay, I will do maybe one of my next videos. I'm not going to do these as often as I was doing before. I think before I was trying to do them every 2 weeks. I might go back to maybe doing these once a month. I feel like I have more to show since I have a tendency. I tried stitching with that, what was it? Stitching with multiple whips and multiple projects. And then I just found nothing was getting done. And if I sit and I focus on something and just sit there and stitch, I can get stuff done. But when I jump around, I don't know. I don't get so much stuff done. So I have a tendency to kind of stick to one thing and stitch on it until I kind of get bored with it, and then I'll pull something else out. But I can't do a whip rotation and rotate whips, you know, every day working on something, because then I feel like I will just never get anything done. And I like to finish stuff. Now, do I necessarily get it fully finished? Nah. I just like to stitch it. And then at some point I go in the drawer and I pull some stuff out and I'll take it down for framing or finishing, or I'll pull something out and finish it myself. But I think I'm more a process. I just like the process of it. I like stitching it and watching it come to life, and then, okay, I put it aside. But there are some things I do put out. I got my Maidens of the Season that's hung here in our dining room, and then some of my other cross stitch is out. We'll see when it comes Halloween and Christmas how Tranquility, the black cat, how he is in getting into everything. Hopefully he'll be good. So some recent haul I got, and I have a lot of haul, but I'm not going to show it all to you because that'll take forever, and I know not everyone maybe likes to see haul. But I'll show you some of the ones I got recently that I really like and I'm excited about, and they might be, you know, a next new start or something. But I do have a lot of haul. Like I said, I went to Colorado and visited my friend, and we hit 2 cross stitch stores. Plus there was like a thrift store that was all crafts. It was all cross stitch, needlepoint, sewing, quilting, but a thrift store. So of course I dug through that and I found some cute patterns there. And then I've supported my local needlework store, the Cross Stitch Cupboard in Wilton Manors, Fort Lauderdale, and done some online shopping. In Brick City, I got some stuff, but I'll just show you the more recent stuff. So I had to get the new Nora Corbett Gemini. I did get that one. This looks like this will be a fairly quick stitch, so I may start this one soon. I just have the specialty threads I'm waiting to come in. They're on back order. So this is the Gemini, Nora Corbett, her Zodiac. And I got this beautiful 32 count chocolate milk linen from the Cross Stitch Cupboard. I'm not sure who the designer is. It's coming up a little more yellowy on camera. It is more brown chocolate milky. I also got the Teresa Kogu Scylla Witches Quaker. I'm going to decide which color fabric I'm going to do that on. I may probably have something in my stash, but I couldn't resist one. This one's really cute. The new hands-on design resting beach face. I just got these in from 1884 Stitchery, McKenna? Yeah, 1884 Stitchery, Stitches and Sequins. This is the Al Forest kit. Oh, it's all in Russian, but it's the snail with the little, I don't know what they are, what the little flowers are. Sorry, I'm looking in the kit, see if it says. Nope, it doesn't say. But it's cute. It comes with all the little hand-dyed flosses. Came with a needle and a super cute little needle minder. The fabric. And then the patterns in here. So it's Snail House, oh, Lilies of the Valley. So it's Snail House, Lilies of the Valley. And it was so cute. I just like the goofy little face that the snail makes looking back at the house. So that's that one, Al Forest from 1884. And then also from 1884, I ordered Al Forest embroidery, black cat. Cats, something, cats, black cat. And it was a pattern, it was on 1884 site that, here's all the hand-dyed flosses. When you ordered the hand-dyed flosses for it, McKenna sent you the chart. And it's upside down. McKenna sent you the chart. So these are the gorgeous flosses for this. And of course, I got a black kitty now. I may have to start this soon. Sorry, I'm getting them all back in the bag so I don't lose them. And my last piece of haul I'm going to share with you. I found this at U-Count, E-W-E, U-Count, in Cheyenne, Wyoming when we visited. And I stumbled across this. No, I didn't. Sorry, I take that back. I didn't find this at U-Count in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I found this at a stitching shop in Denver, Colorado. And, oh, they have so many patterns. So many beads, specialty flosses, like all the flosses. Walls of Mill Hill kits. That was my second time visiting that shop. And I love a stitching shop in Denver. If you're ever in the area, stop in and check it out. And if it's your local L&S, I'm jealous, because it's a great store. I found this one and I couldn't resist. It cracked me up. It's a Bent Creek and it's Happy Halloweenies. It's two hot dogs as in Halloween costumes. How freaking cute is that? That is adorable. Happy Halloweenies, Bent Creek. Halloween wieners. Yeah. This is gonna have to get stitched soon and get finished and hung up somewhere, because it is just it's just super cute. It's super cute. I love it. So we'll do that one soon. Thanks for sticking with me. I know I rambled, but my plans, yeah, that's how this goes, right? Flosstube. It's like finishes and whips and plans and all that fun stuff and haul. My plans are, I'm gonna get back to beading. I want to get this done. I want to get this finished, so I'm gonna get back to beading. All the kitties have settled down a little. I'll set up my little spot and sit and bead. I'm hoping, I got some time off at the end of July, like a couple days off. I took myself a long weekend. I might sit and bead and do beading. And then until I can get around to the beading, I'm focusing on my spooky night, which is of course in my project bag, my Della Luna project bag tulip pink that I made. So I'm gonna focus on that. Let's do Want to do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. How about we do a giveaway? I'm going to do a giveaway. Let me dig through my thing here, because there's some things I'm going to do a giveaway on. And let's pull these out. Let's do 3 giveaways. My first giveaway, so bear with me on this. What is it, 18 and older? Don't say giveaway in the comments, please. Don't say giveaway in the comments. And then I will tell you a word to put in the comment, and then I'll do that random generator thing. Hopefully I'll figure that out and pick a winner. So let's do 3 giveaways. The first giveaway is the Primrose Cottage Stitchers Christmas Rules. So say Christmas in the comments if you would like Primrose Cottage Stitches Christmas Rules pattern. The next one that I'll give away is the RETM Harvest Time. So say harvest. You know what, I should probably be writing this down, but I'll go back and watch the video. So say harvest in the comments if you would like the pattern for Harvest Time by RETM. And the last one I'm going to give away, and somebody may like this because it's you know, I hope somebody would want it and like it, is the Marking Sampler 12 Days of Christmas pattern. And it has all 12 days. So say the word 12 in your comments for the 12 Days of Christmas pattern by the Marking Sampler, if you would like that pattern. Managed to get this done while my husband's gone, and before a kitty cat came up here to check out what we were doing. And I got it done. And it's not that bad either. It's not totally long. So hopefully in about a month, it's in August, I'm going to push for August, I'll be back with another video. Until then, have fun stitching. Enjoy your stitching. And I'll see you in a month. Check me out over on Instagram, and you can keep up to date on all of my stitching progress on a daily basis, and you can check out the kitty cats also if you're interested. So have a good weekend, everybody.